Hey everybody, this is Kickstarter Talk for January 9th, 2019. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I think for the rest of 19, I'm just going to call it 19. Get rid of the 20. I am excited to be bringing you this show. Just getting over the flu. If you hear me chewing, I'm sorry. I'm literally on a diet of toast and protein bars right now until I get my stomach back. So I apologize. We are live. Kickstarter's watching from behind. And I can hear that the video went live on their end, so all is well with them. You guys know the format. 1 minute for all these amazing Kickstarters to impress us. If you want them to be played more, make some noise in the chat room. I am super excited to be here. We got an amazing lineup to go. Why don't we jump right in? Chronicles of Villain, a gritty tale about the world's most dangerous people on a mission to destroy each other. Take it away. I usually hate it when the video doesn't play. That's 1 minute on the clock for them. Didn't that look amazing? I'm super excited to bring you the next one. We've been talking about this for a while, and it's actually coming to an end soon. We've been talking about this for over a month now. Kind of getting used to it, and I'm kind of excited that, not that it's going to be our show, but I think it's going to be funded. We're even going to take a look since it's been on so long. We're going to go directly to its page and see what's going on with it. 7 days left. We're going to miss it, but it did raise $1,000, which isn't bad. You know, all in all aside, $1,000 ain't a bad amount to make. And on Indiegogo, you don't got to worry about how much you raise necessarily, because you at least get something to start the project. So let's check out what Bad Sushi Cannon is all about.
Hello, I'm Simon Mitchell.
And I'm Matt Mitchell.
And we are co-creators of an irreverent little comic book called Bad Sushi Cannon.
Bad Sushi Cannon is the culmination of over 30 years of love for both the science fiction and comedy genres. It centers around three main characters: Bang Foley, captain of the ship Karma Chimera, and his best mate, Eddie, and the ship's mechanic, Sam. They are intergalactic repo men. These issues are their chronicled misadventures through a dangerous and often stupid universe in search of their next repossession mark. From space stations at the edge of sanity to planets inhabited by theme park robots gone wrong to Chinese restaurants, these characters run clueless through the cosmos, surviving by their wits and luck. Mostly luck. We hope you have as much fun reading these stories as we have making them. We made this comic with love for comics. Enjoy. sure to follow Typo Comics on our YouTube channel where we discuss comics, movies, and pop culture. Also, check out our Instagram and Facebook pages to keep up to date with the latest artwork for our projects.
Now, for those of you wondering why I did not hit the 1 minute timer, that wasn't a neglectful or miss opportunity, or did I forget? We're actually going to allow anything within a week of ending a full video play. That's why the villains also, we put up the minute, but we let it go over the minute. So anything within a week gets the full, and click here to back this. That's the little arms off. But yeah, it gets the whole thing, which means also these two will get a full run as well today. So, well, not this one because it has music you can't hear. And I gave you enough to know what that was going to sound like. So we're going to watch in silence. Don't say anything. Who's touching me? No, I'm just kidding. There he is. He's on the phone. He's thinking. He looks serious. He's like, really? We couldn't have picked a better song? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It looks cool, though. I dig it. I dig it. I wish they didn't use copyrighted music because, and again, my whole argument, and I've been saying this for over a year now, I think when you use copyrighted music and you don't put yourself in the video, I think you're making a giant mistake. Who didn't make a giant mistake was my friend Bradley, who's bringing this to light. Leave on the lights, and we're going to give him some extra light to show off this electrifying Kickstarter trailer. And again, we're going to give him the whole time because he's within a week of ending. So no time limit on him today. Oh, I think we still mute.
Hey, thank you for stopping in to check out Leave on the Light. My name is Bradley Golden. I'm the creator and co-writer with George Aguilar and with artist Alex Sarabi. This actual book is a remake of a book I did 2 years ago and got put on Comixology. The artwork wasn't really that great, so I decided that my fans needed better artwork and better story, pretty much. You know, everything has been redone. Instead of 4 issues, it's going to be 3 issues. Instead of black and white, I'm going full color with this book. Now, there is an option to get this book in black and white. That's going to be in the tier in the reward section. But yeah, thank you for stopping in. You know, the book is pretty much about a serial killer who was caught, put to death, but as he was dying, his soul got trapped into the jail's electric system, thus thrusting him into the city's power grid. So now he used the city's power, to come out and stalk his prey, either through like light bulbs, power outlets, TV screens, you name it. If it's electrical, he can come out. So that's pretty much the premise of this book. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. Check it out. Check out the pages I got posted down below. Hope they're up to par to what you're looking for. Thanks.
Now, does anyone else remember the 1990s movie Shocker? They sound similar in in premise. And I know that there was an earlier one beyond Shocker that someone had said, this seems to be an idea that gets revisited. And I'm curious to see, I would love to see Bradley line up his old comic with the new comic in like a deal where I could read both and decide which one I liked better. How cool would that be? Speaking of cool, how cool is it that the White Widow expanded comic universe is now available on Indiegogo? That's right. Oh, we put it back on Kickstarter. That's our bad. It's actually Indiegogo. Not that it matters much. And again, I believe this is its last week on. We're going to take a double check right now, see if you guys can still get it. 4 days left, so it is the last thing, last week here. So a lot of these projects are going to be done, but look at that, man. They made $4,361. Congratulations, guys. They look like they're poised to make their goal, and this has really got some great stuff. They got White Widow. They have, let's see, a couple other ones. Amped, First Defense, True Identity, Katrina, Wayward Legends, Wayward Sons, and the Markiplier. The Markiplier. So it's been pretty cool. We're not going to get to see this again, but of course there'll be something new that they give us. And look at these covers. How beautiful are they? White Widow, just absolutely breathtaking. We talked about them last year in that great Kickstarter. Look at some of these covers. Wow. And I like the fact that her webs seem to be black. There's got to be an interesting story there. I got to ask Jamie about that next time I hang out with him. And, of course, the homage covers here. And then the Rip Away outfit, which, you know, as a man, I have to admit that I am a fan of Rip Away outfits. I don't think they're on purpose, but, you know, there's definitely a market for people who like this. And if that's actually interesting. They have like a left-right scenario going on. So I wonder if that's an actual wrap cover. Because that'd be pretty cool if they did a wrap cover that way. And then she's like, I guess she's like Venom and a spider together. I don't know, man. I'm curious. I might have to. Actually, I think I did pick it up. I have to go check out my my digital rewards and see about the White Widow. But we're going to keep the show going tonight with the Indie Advocator Presents. And this has got a lot more time to go. We don't seem to have a lot of in-between Kickstarters. We either have ones that are ending by the next week's show. These won't be on. Everything that we just showed you is pretty much off for next week's show. And as of right now, we're going to be starting with this bad boy, which is a great one. And wait. What is this? Is this a new video? And I can tell you, I don't need a minute. I'm going to show you guys how to do this like a pro. This is this week's feature of the... Oh, you know what? I'll let a sexy man tell you all about it. Listen to this voice. Advocator presents indie comic franchise shorts. The Advocator is like web episodes for indie comic book franchises. Short stories giving you more of the characters you love. This week's feature is Modern Testament by Frank Martin. The ancient story of Noah and his ark gets reimagined for the modern world by Frank Martin. We are super excited by all the press that we've been getting and all the love that we've gotten through backing and through support. Please join us and become an advocator yourself today for this amazing project, changing how indie comics are viewed. Man, did you see that? You see how quick he gave it to you? 37 seconds? That's like a commercial. That was a pretty good commercial. That was some high value, don't you think? I think that you should actually back that project because of how good that video was. But if you want to see how really good it is, since we have a few extra seconds, we're going to take a look at it. Shh, don't tell the boss that I'm doing this because I'll get in trouble. But check out the Modern Testament. You got to see it. We're actually, I guess, on. See, we're actually over here. So I told you we were on there. Not the best image, but I think people are getting the idea. I don't know if it actually... 2 people are watching. Hey, how about that? Hey, guys, how you doing? So I'm going to show you the cover. Check out that art right there. That's going to be the cover, and you can get the cover as a variant. It's right here. You can get that particular one, Modern Testament cover, $15. You get the Modern Testament cover plus the standard cover. So you get 2 books for $15. That's a good deal. I don't believe shipping is included in that one. I can't check since it's my project. Travis helped me out with the rewards. So, and for those who are wondering, the Advocator Presents is a collection of short stories from indie creators who have their own pre-established franchises, now offering continued short stories of the characters you have fallen in love with and may even gain some insight into these characters. For some of our creators featured in this volume that you are already a fan of, you get a new story that has never been seen before. The Advocator Presents is a new way to advocate for creators and their creations by allowing and challenging them to create new stories within their worlds and then advocate for each other on the Comic-Con highway. A great benefit of this project is that the creators are all equal on this project, and all creators will get an even share of the printed books. No one creator profits over the other creators outside of the hustle of the sales on the Comic-Con tables. And yes, I did that while choking to death. How passionate am I? And of course, Modern Testaments. Yeah, Modern Testament story continues in this exclusive tale. The universe of the Modern Testament just got a little bigger. The book was originally published in 4 separate volumes. Now all 15 short comics in the Modern Testament series have been collected into a single trade for the first time. This 160-page book contains the work of 50-plus creators over 5 years. Wow. It's brought to us by Frank Martin and Dan Scalise. So, and I hope I'm saying that right. And you get so many other great creators. You get Broke Down, Binary Star from Jamie Primack, Travis Gibbs on that one, Grimwood Crossing from Connor Bartel, Mary Revised from Joseph Duess, and the indie darling himself, Chuck Pino, or just Chuck now, writer and creator extraordinaire. And this guy lettered that story, so I know how it is. I've read them all. They're all super good. You should definitely back that one. But we're going to get back onto the program and check out the newest offering from Travis Gibbs. Speaking of that indie saint there, he's got a book about the dog days. Let's check it out. And since he's a shorter video, I'll let it go for the full 37. But I'm going to up it a little bit. Here we go.
Welcome to the Dog Days Kickstarter, a crime noir tale that follows a pair of canine detectives embroiled in a cult attempt to murder and skin a citizen. Meet Barnabas, brand new on the job and willing to help, and a crime too big and too sinister for him to handle. Meet Wolf, a hard-beat detective who's been on the job for a long time, not excited about Barnabas on the case, and she has her own problems with the litter of pups on the way. Animals being skinned alive, taken somewhere sinister, as we explore into the dark noir world of Dog Days. With Dog Days, we have some amazing pledge levels that we want to get you connected to. Here's just a few. For just $10, you can get the digital PDF of Dog Days. Just $20, you can get the graphic novel in print, all 120 pages shipped to you. For those who love the bad guys, we have an exclusive Kickstarter cover called the Butcher Edition. If you want to be in Dog Days, now is your chance. Have a cameo in Dog Days as your favorite pet or as yourself as whatever animal you want. Hurry now, pledge today, before it's too late.
Now, how super cool did that look? You know, you want to be part of the Dog Days. And true story, I actually reached out to someone who's in the furry community and asked their opinion of it, and they actually dug it, and they're sharing it with some friends. So could actually be a interesting story for a friend that you know who's a furry. This is Tainted, which once again uses copyrighted music, but because of the importance of the project, we're just going to kind of sit here and watch. And that's 1 minute. To see the rest of the video, head on over to our site or make some noise in the comments section of this video. And we have one last video. And since we have so few on this show, I'm actually going to let this one play in entirety. So it's our first time on the show, so we'll let it play.
Hello, my name is Sylvester Edmonds, creator and writer of Ronald Sperry's Blossom of the North Star. Blossom of the North Star starts on the second day of an 8-day prophecy. Shemaiah, daughter of Archangel Gabriel, is to be born to an oracle who can walk within the spirit world. But before Shemaiah is born, you will see her as an angelic little girl who will be saving the souls of her people from a soul-eating succubus. You can help us by pledging for a comic book and supporting us on social media and to your friends and family. If they're interested in fantasy, mysticism, and horror, then this is the book for them. And also, please enjoy the trailer. I worked really hard on it just for you. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I like the fact that he worked hard on it. I said that last time. I really liked that. So that was the show today. As you guys can hear, I'm still a little under the weather, but we didn't have a lot going on. It's a slow point of the year. I just want to make sure we don't have anything else going on. I mean, we could call it an early show. Doesn't seem like we're having the usual viewership for whatever reason tonight, which it happens. Sometimes we get a low-rated show. It's a little rare, but, you know, it is what it is. No one's really asked for anything. We had a good amount of people joining up, though, at times. Just giving it a quick look. Seeing if we can expand on anyone's work. I know Dog Days had an update. Let's take a look at the update. Let's see what's going on with this update, if it loads. There it goes. So we saw the video, but I know they got a cool, like, you got to see this. It's pretty cool. I'm just waiting for the update to load. I'm on Kickstarter. Why is the update not loading? There it is. All right, so I'm not sure if it's in this one. Oh, no, they added some stuff, so looks like they're enjoying a free copy of The Villain, which is a really great story, by the way. Pledge 20 more next time we added our first add-on for dog. Next, we added our first add-on. So you get it dedicated to your dog. You guys can get apparently a Wild Agent book, or Agent Wild, I'm sorry. All right. Kind of like that one, actually. Let's see. I don't know why it's being so slow tonight. It's just the day. I've had such tech issues today. All right, so here's the Butcher's thing I was telling you about. How cool does that look? You got Fowler, Giuliani. Or is that Giuliani? I forgot how Giuliani did it. Fassini, and Gibb. I don't believe, no, that's off Kickstarter now. And of course, here we are with the Kickstarter for the Advocate. And I kind of feel like we're at the end of the show right now. Not a lot of people talking, and it's kind of difficult to put on the show today. So I'm trying to see if someone can come hang out with us or make any noise. But I don't think anyone's coming today. I think that it's just a slow show. And, you know, it happens. Can't win them all, right? Give me 1 second to... Sorry, I was yawning. Covers are... These are the alternate covers I was talking to you guys about. As you can hear, the flu kind of really messed with me, so I'm kind of still trying to get over everything. I apologize. Like, I'm struggling to talk at times because of the coughing. I'm trying not to cough, and it keeps making me choke. So I am happy that we got to spend the time together. I'm just not sure that we have a lot more that we can add to it because, unfortunately, we went through it so quickly, and this might just be a shorter show than we normally do. So normally at this point, someone would have made comments or something like that, and for whatever reason, we're not getting the same amount of love that we are. And I don't know if that's something with my end or another end, mind you. So I am researching. I'm trying to see. I'm like texting anyone, see if anyone's around to come on board and talk about their program. But unfortunately, it does not look, I should say, like anyone's actually on. Hold on 1 second. All right. No, it doesn't look like anyone is around right now to to hang out and talk. I was trying to see if I could get maybe Travis, but he doesn't even seem on right now. Usually he's on around. Oh, this is cool. I might actually have something for you guys. Something just breaking. I just got sent this in my messenger. Let me see if I can share it with you guys. Give me 1 second. Hopefully this is gonna... There it is. Here we go. So this is just coming to us now. Oh, is that what's going on? Everyone's at the watch feed? Let me see. Am I in the wrong box? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay. Yep, I'm at the very top. I said if you guys put comments in, go there. Okay, so now I see more. And that, Travis, you're actually on. You can jump on and talk about come talk about dog days. Wendy's listening to us in her Bluetooth. And tell me about the Advocator. You got any broke down covers? Yeah, I got your cover. I mean, there's the one. It's a good cover. It's a solid cover. I don't dislike the cover. It doesn't make me unhappy. I'm trying to get the handoff to work. You'll like this, Travis. If it ever opens, you'll like it. And I'm really hoping it does open. Because it's kind of pissing me off that it's not, because it's on my phone. Come on. Come on. All right, hold on. See if I can do this the old-fashioned way. I think I got it. Let's see. The handoff wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Nothing's working the way I want it to tonight. It copied my name. The one thing I didn't need it to do. All right, let's do it. All right. Let's go into the comments again. We'll see what's going on. Well, I'm not trying to leave. See, I'm telling you, man, it's just one of those days. I don't want to leave the watch party. Whatever. It made me leave the watch party to come into the watch party. It's so stupid. Well, I'm not trying to leave. See, I'm telling you, man, it's just one of those days. I was like, how did Travis get on? I was like, I didn't even share the link yet. I'm about to, though. All right, so here's what we got today. Robin Anderson magic. That's funny. I'm still amazed I've been able to keep off of the Google search so far. I'm sure. Here it is. Bleeding Fool, a comic showcase. Dog Days is actually, and I thought Travis would like this, Dog Days is actually featured a crime Zootopian crime noir story. And Travis, I got news for you. You asked me to do some research, and I did it, and I got some feedback for you. And Travis actually answered some questions about this, and we'll just grab one random question. So John said, can you tell us a bit about your creative and writing process? Travis says, I do this so I know the arcs that I want to reach for each character. A good storyteller never leaves the character where you started with them. And I can see that. I actually agree with that, Travis. In the meantime, let me give Travis the code to come on the show. So, and anyone else can, I forgot to do this today. It's because I was all disheveled by my damn Facebook thing. It's always Facebook's fault. That's just the answer, guys. True story. Blame Facebook. It is exactly who's doing it to everybody. Okay, Travis, there you go. I have it live for you, and I'm just going to go back here and check. See there? And I'm going to put it in both ones now because clearly I need to be checking both. So, okay. Okay, let's see. Is there anything you want to share with us before signing off? And this is interesting. Well, first is to get Dog Days funded. This is an original graphic novel, so it was my first completed story. That's a huge deal, and I can't wait till people read the end. There is a huge reveal that will open up the universe right up. If it goes well with the publisher, we'll take on my series. If it goes well, the publisher will take a series on created by Travis. So that will be great. Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies should have 2 stories out this year. So that would be on pace with everything else that I'm working on. Last but not least, there is also a few anthology piece stories coming out. I have a 4-page broke down story in The Advocator, also live on Kickstarter. I have a 7-page story called Reapers in Nerd Nation, and I have a 6-page story in the anthology Why Faith. I'm sure that I'll add more, but I will more than likely disappear mid-year to be a dad to my newborn. And all right, and then there's The Goodnight Realm by Crystal McGee. I think Travis is finally getting in with this.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on? We're just looking at the Advocator coverage right now.
Yeah. Because of the delay, I was watching the other one.
Yeah, I did check at one point, and I'm like, no one's showing up. And I saw people like come on in my number, and I think Brian K. Morris is right. I think Facebook's doing something with the viewership number. Because when I was saying that I didn't even see you, you weren't even listed as someone.
Well, it's because I was in the watch party. It's not that I wasn't watching anything.
Still, even if you go on the watch party, I generally can see people in the watch party in my main thing. It's supposed to show you who's watching you no matter what. But today it's not. It's weird. Facebook's been acting funny lately. I don't know if you've had any issues, but I have. I had to reload the app today before the show.
I haven't been, believe it or not, I've been working crazy busy right now. So my work has done. Oh, there's a Rob interview on this too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. All excited. We even got the video in there. Did you see this week? I don't know if you got to see it. Did you see the Modern Testament art?
I have not seen it yet. I've been looking forward to it. Yeah, today's been crazy busy, and it's really sad because I'm only like $40 away from 2,000, and I know if I was active today, I could have got it, but I didn't. I had to do my real job and get paid. You know.
Yeah, getting paid.
Right. Apparently, I got a baby coming, and apparently they need diapers or something. I don't know what that is. I'm hoping my wife will teach me.
They're so expensive. They're not even a joke. I can't
But
get out of them.
they got superhero ones though, I hear. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's all about which one the baby likes and which one doesn't leak. That's going to be the winner, the one that doesn't leak. Forget superheroes at that point. I'll draw them on. And the diapers are on so little of the time with them because they change so fast in the beginning. It
Right.
doesn't matter what's on it. You won't even know it's there.
So what's up? I only have a little bit because dinner's almost done.
Well, I think we only got about 15 minutes left of the show because we try to keep it to an hour, and that'd be about 15 minutes. So talk to us. How did you get in Dog Days into the same one with that? Did you know we were going to be? Obviously, you didn't know we were going to be.
No, I didn't. I had no idea you were in that. They asked me. Actually, they're really good at reaching out to people. Indie Showcase. You know, they're really on the pulse of what's going on, and they messaged me and asked that if I'd be interested. So I submitted that stuff. You were scaring me because of the way you're reading it, but I always forget that you're dyslexic, so sometimes reading is not. Takes a minute. I was like, oh my God, is my grammar horrible? And it's not. It's just you're having a struggle a little bit.
Yeah, because especially when I haven't read it, like if you ever notice the things that I read really quickly, I've read before and usually off screen, and I've practiced being able to say it. And if you go back and watch The Avocator 3.5 weeks ago when I first did the first Avocator video, you'll see how much time it takes me to get used to saying something. And the minute my mind remembers what it is, it can even change the words in a fluid way where it doesn't affect it, and it just changes a word out for a different word. And it sounds fine. But the first couple of times I'm reading it, I'm literally struggling, even sometimes with my mind. And that's what people, especially on a computer screen, because I can't run my finger over it. Sometimes I'll highlight it, but in this one, it's got a weird like vanilla look to it, and it turns me off. And I don't mean that dirty. I mean that like it's harder for me to read it the way that it.
Right.
And that's
No, it's really cool that we're both on that. I really like this place. I really like in Bleeding Fools. I really like all that stuff.
And I got to give my credit to John. John's the one who got me in for this issue. He didn't even know about the Avocator. He actually showed up at one of these shows a week ago, and I said, "Hey, can you get me in the next one?" And he's there like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can you answer the questions?" And I just had the flu this weekend. Yeah. He sent me the questions while I had the flu, and I was like, "I'm going to answer them, but you have to promise me you go through them and make sure I didn't shit the bed." But yeah, tell us about the interview. It seems like it was a pretty like in-depth interview.
Yeah, I got to answer a lot of questions. He asked some really good questions about the process of how I go about making Dog Days and how I went about getting the project in my site. So it was really cool to be able to answer some of those questions. He asked some really decent questions that but he was the first person to ask me whether or not there was any correlation between Dog Days and McGruff, the crime dog.
Really? He's the one? I thought I heard you mention it in one of our shows.
No, he was the one. It was that interview that I mentioned it because I sent it into him a couple of days ago. But yep.
See, I didn't mention it because I thought it went without saying that there was a little bit of a connection there.
Right.
Just so on the nose, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't think you were ripping it off, but you were, taking a bigger universe into account.
Well, everyone needs to take a bite out of crime, right?
Exactly. Besides, McGruff's in the human world. These are all animals.
Right.
They replaced humanity. They are actually, for better lack of term, the humans on the planet, where they're the controlling breed. Now, I don't want to give too much away. Why are they there? Because, believe it or not, I don't talk about this a lot, but that answer is actually answered in Dog Days. Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Without giving it away, can you at least answer without giving anything away? And you could just say no comment. Were there humans at one point in the story?
There is humans in the story.
Okay. So we will get to see humans. And the reason I bring that up is
maybe
Maybe. we had talked about the furry connection with a story like this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I reached out to a couple of friends on FetLife. I passed your stuff around and asked them, hey, guys, would you consider this to be something that would be something that furries might be a fan of? Is this something that would be cool to share with the community? And I got thumbs up everywhere I went. So I'm going to continue to share out with some of the fetish communities that are big with the furry community. And the furry community, for those who don't know, are the simplest way to explain it, and it's the least offensive way for anyone who can. If you ever want to talk about a furry, it's just a person who identifies with an animal and likes to dress like that animal. That's just the simplest way to put it. It's not a game that they're doing; it's a calling for them. And just think of it as that, and you'll be fine and be respectful.
Yeah.
And to some. Okay. They spend a lot on the transformation in these, and you see furries now a lot at Comic-Con. So I figured when you brought this up to me, I was like, how didn't I think of that? Like right away. It's something that I probably should have seen coming. But
well, and what I've noticed about the furry community is, their persona of the furry has a personality and has a separate personality, and they kind of give you like a scorecard of the personality. And I think that's really neat, right? So you're building this persona for yourself, but you're also giving this persona its own feelings and identities. And I'm curious of how much of those align to what you want to be,
Well, from because I've discussed this obviously with my title about fetish, and
sure.
I was talking to you that I might actually have not a furry necessarily, but someone who does pet play, which are similar. The bigger between furry and pet play has to be two elements. The first element being is pet play doesn't have as much furriness to it. Obviously, there's not this big elaborate costume that has like upholstery to it. The play is usually more leather and more insertables. The second big difference about it is obviously pet play is related to BDSM, while furry is not inherently.
Right.
You know what I mean, like the furry does not go hand in hand with the community, while pet play does. So Barbara might have a friend who actually becomes someone who is pet play, and it is. And I do want to talk to my friend, and I want to know, should I make him a furry or a pet player? Like, what does he think? Because he knows better. And this is me reaching out to a community to be respectful. So how does that feel to know that a community, when you were writing this, you never thought of, could really take this as a cool book? Is that unique and fun?
Yeah, that is fun. I like that aspect that these people can connect to something. And that's what we do, right? We connect with this media. Think of how many little girls have connected to princesses and idolized them, and for better or for worse, some became better because of, some became bad. I know that I'm a better person because of comic books. So these things are great, and allowing them to be presented in a way that they can be shared and loved. That's what we hope for, and that's what we do.
You know what? It's funny you say that. My son loves the DC girls. Did you ever see the DC girls where they redid the DC?
Yeah. My daughter likes those. Yeah.
And he loves watching it. My son, and he there was a Christmas gift that got broken, and I didn't want to replace it because it was Transformers had very cheap version of their toys come out recently. And I know I read online, people were really pissed about it. They were really cheap. And they've gone back and redid it, and they're actually removing a lot of them. So credit to Hasbro. And they're going to Takani to do a lot more of their toys now, the original company that developed the Transformers.
Oh, wow.
They're in a partnership with them now, which I thought was cool. But he didn't want a Transformer today because they don't have a lot right now because Christmas is just over. But he saw this whole set, and it's got Beast Boy, it's got Batgirl, it's got Harley Quinn, it's got Supergirl, and he picked it up. You know how proud I was as a father that my son was picking up the girl toy, and he loved the girl toy because I've never taught him the girl toy. Like, even if he picks up dolls, I don't get mad at him. I don't scold him and say he can't play with dolls. So
I don't know. My daughter doesn't like Spider-Man, and I'm still adjusting. And I'm not a fan. I don't understand. She likes Spider-Gwen. And then when she saw the Spider-Verse movie, she liked Penny Parker. So she went from Spider-Gwen to Penny Parker. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, thank you for ruining that movie for me. I didn't know Penny Parker was in it. You big jerk. Still in
She's
theater.
in the trailers, but okay.
Penny Parker. Maybe I don't know who Penny Parker is. Is she the one with the robot spider?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know who that one was. Okay, so I can't get mad at you for that because I don't know who that is. I thought you meant a different Penny Parker. Because there is an alternative one from the comics, and I thought that's who you were referencing. Never mind. Because I got to halfway through the film, and Jax freaked out. He was like, oh, my God, there's a spider. And he ran out of the theater. He got so scared, I could not convince him to go back in. He's like, there's spiders biting people. You're crazy. I'm not going in there with you.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
He's just, ah! But, I mean, that's pretty cool. I like the coverage that we got. And that's pretty – I wonder how many times they've actually had 2 Kickstarters on at the same time with 2 creators on it. And being on the same thing – like, you're literally talking about that. And I don't know if I actually brought up that you were in Dog Days in this one because I had the flu. I actually should read it again to see what I actually did say because I wrote this during a flu. And there's a funny story about how I might be credited for writing a porn the last time I had flu. And I did not do it on purpose, but I think someone legitimately took a story I wrote for them and turned it into a porn. How horrible is that?
I mean, that doesn't happen to me. I'm a little concerned. But, you know, maybe one day I'll send my art to Felix, you know, who does Broke Down, and I'll get some very weird things coming back.
Don't write when you have a flu, I'm telling you. But this, I waited till the fever was gone, so I think I'm okay.
But yeah, so I think dinner's calling, but let me do a couple pitches for everybody. So let me pitch the 2 things that I'm doing. So first, we're going to go to the Advocator because you love the Advocator and you're on that page. So the reason why you should back the Advocator, all these people need more books at their table. Seriously, Modern Testament has another book coming out. It literally in 3-4 days, right? The 14th, I think, is his next Kickstarter. Welcome to the Void. Baal's coming out in February. Jamie's finishing up volume 2. This book, The Advocator, helps those creators have something new to share with people until they can finish the next thing they're working on. I mean, that's really, really important because you can wait months and months and months between the stuff. And we're allowed to do it. I'm so happy that this week's Modern Testament is featured because it is some of the most stunning art I have seen in this book. It is fantastic. I actually have contemplated messaging him about that artist and colorist because it's so good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then Dog Days. I am 40 away from my goal, my $2,000 goal. And here's why I need to get that. I have an interview tomorrow at 8 p.m. with Tyler Carpenter. And I would just be embarrassed not to get to that two grand. No one wants to have me embarrassed, you know?
No, not at all, man. Granted, it's doable. You said $40.
It's like $40, yeah. So that's like literally 2 books.
And we were talking on the show today. You even up the ante where someone can have their dog's name, or you said pet. You didn't even specify dog.
Right.
No,
your pet name can be in it. There's a dedication, so that's an up of your pledge of $5, or you go ahead and buy the Butcher edition of the comic. So that's in there. So we've got a few options for you. Dog Days is a really fun book, and I really think you guys would dig it. The art is stunning, and the universe is so cool. And this is the first time I talked about it. Humans do have something to do with it. This world is connected to the human world. You will have to read the story to find out. But it's pretty cool. There's some cool twists. If you like fables, if you like Eddie Neil Gaiman stuff, or if you like my Broke Down, if you like the crime fiction that I write, you get all of that kind of rolled into one in this universe. So it's pretty fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, with that, I think we can end the show. I know you got to go to eat lunch, dinner, I should say.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
It's been a while since I've eaten anything thanks to the flu, so I just have bread now. Bread and.
Are you still doing your diet where you purge, where like you don't eat for a day and then you eat ginormous portions?
No, but that's because of the flu. I've just had to eat bread. I can't wait to get back to that and eat normal food. Honestly, for 3 days, bread and protein bars, and that's it. And that's only protein bars have only been for the last 24 hours, and I'm hoping that takes. So I'm gonna let you go eat, and I'm gonna end the show. Thanks for being on, Travis.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so that's it, guys. This was Kickstarter Talk, an amazing adventure of seeing some amazing books on, and we're going to end the show like we're going to start ending it from now on. And we're going to do that by reading the bottom of the page, which there is some more stuff that we got to get through. So we wanted to remind you that any one of these projects could benefit from $1. $1 makes dreams come true. $1 can show support, attract attention, fund projects, support creators, and create new worlds. And I know you guys want to be part of that. And speaking of creating new worlds, if you're going to create a new world and you want to know more about creating the new world, check out Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, a second edition, a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding, written by the amazing Madeline Holly Rising, with Christian Shin as the illustrator. And she is the creator behind the Boston Metaphysical Society, and she has raised an enormous amount of not just fans, but real respect from the community and how she handles herself and what she does. So our hats off to her. It's definitely a book you guys want to buy. Of course, this is a production of the Indie Advocates Network. And my name is Mr. Anderson. If you want to keep up with me, just visit my site at Mr. Anderson. That's MRANDERSIN I'm so used to giving out emails lately. I keep doing that at. It's just MrAnderson.com. And if you check out my actual Facebook page that I have for Mr. Anderson now, I've got something exciting there now these days. It actually has a way to sign up for my email. So if you guys go to the Mr. Anderson, show it to you split screen for those in Facebook land, you go to Facebook, get the devilish updates, and you can sign up to my very own email letter. And we want to thank you for taking the time to check out these amazing projects and make sure you back The Advocator. I mean, if you're a fan of indie comics, The Advocator is a no-brainer. It's the comic book to back right now. And remember to spend some time checking out the other amazing titles brought up on this show, as they are all amazing in their own right. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I appreciate the time that you've given us. I'm going to sign off and wish you all a great time finding your next love on Kickstarter. All right, YouTube audiences and Kickstarter, we're signing off. Thanks for being part of this tonight. We'll talk to you next week at the next Kickstarter Talk. Maybe we'll do it the same way. I'm going to have to review the Kickstarter video to see how great it was, but hopefully it turned out well.